Right, so hey everyone and welcome back to another budget photography video. So I had a comment a few weeks ago and it's taken me a long time to try and get this video made because I had other videos to make. Anyway, so how do I make YouTube videos? And what settings do I even use? Well, I use the 5D Mark II as my main shooting camera. So this is the 5D Mark II, and then just to the side of me is the 700D, which I will be shooting from in a second, but not just yet. I also have a lapel mic right there. Just there. I don't always use a lapel mic. Sometimes I use a shotgun mic, and other times I just use one of these external recorders, all depending on what kind of setup I need. I also have two lights currently shining on me right now, one there and one there. Now I would like to actually point something out. I don't read from a script at all. So these things actually take a lot longer than they probably should to actually record a video. I come up with an idea, I do research on stuff, and then I just sit in front of the camera and kind of record how I feel about a product. Like for example, this Manfrotto tripod. I used this for a very long time, then read up about it a little bit more so I knew more about the actual product, and then I made a video and then I edited it and published it. So why don't we go over to my settings for my camera. So I've just finished recording the intro that you guys have just seen. There's the 5D. If I zoom out, you can see the full body. You can also see obviously the LCD. So if we turn live view off, now I have actually moved some lights by the way, so that's why this appears darker than what you guys just saw. So if we turn live view off, you can see my settings. You can see that I'm shooting with a 1/60th shutter. I'm shooting an f4 with a 1250 ISO. I'm shooting full manual, and I'm shooting manual autofocus as well because I use a remote autofocus. My picture profile is standard. Now if we actually go into picture profile, which we can do by this button here, you'll find that I'm standard. But if we go into it more and we zoom in, you can see that I've taken all the detail out of the shots. Now I mean, them dots there are suggestions for what the camera says to do, but I've taken everything out of it. You know, I've taken all the contrast, the sharpness, the saturation and the color tone, just so that I can color grade it a little bit better later on, because I just prefer that. I always use auto white balance. That is my focusing meter. Now again, I'm not really using autofocus, I'm using manual focus. I'm shooting raw pictures, manual focus, and then that's the burst rate, my battery, and how many shots left are on my card. And the card that I actually use, if I zoom out, now I have actually shown this kind of thing before, and obviously the screen's going to go off because I've just opened the card bay, but I actually use a 32 gigabyte. It has got, my 4-year-old got hold of this card, a 32 gigabyte SanDisk Extreme compact flash card, just there. And that just sits in the side 90% of the time. Because I don't have a CF card reader, I have to plug a lead into one of the ports here on the side. And you can actually see two ports that I've got leads in. This one here is for my focus and this one here is for my audio, because I've plugged the audio into the camera this time. So thanks for joining me in this video, and I will see you in the next one.